evening, one. Good evening, all, and welcome to Grid Vision's Wednesday night top split. We are live from virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And once again, who's we? Well, just a little reminder, it's me, Joe Castro, up here in the booth with Sheldon Atkins as usual, and joined by Austin Darbyshire down in the truck, pulling the levers, pushing the buttons, making it all flow to you. Here we go from the Google Earth satellite camera, though, down to Las Vegas. Sin City's calling. Are you ready to test your luck tonight, Sheldon?
Absolutely. Getting ready to watch these guys duel at the Diamond in the Desert. Mile and a half progressive banking from top to bottom. Very abrasive, worn out surface. A lot of bumps in the bottom of 1 and 2. 3 and 4, though, pretty much smooth as silk. A lot of different lines you can see these guys working. And one thing that I realized yesterday in A-Open is get a couple laps on the tire, and you can send that thing about a half-inch off the wall and make a lot of hay. So these guys are going to be pretty much all over the place. 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 going to be a little more refined down to the bottom or the second groove. But a lot of places for people to really chase the grip here tonight.
Okay, well, here we go with the keys to the race. Let's see what we've got. Well, what do you say about going around? Give us some tips.
Oh, man. Come on. I don't fucking know. It's been a damn shit show all week. Just don't die. There we go. Perfect.
Well, I don't think it gets much
So-
better than that. I don't fucking know. Don't die. It's a shit show. I think that
Look, when I say, a couple laps go by, you can fire on that outside line. I have no idea what happens after those couple laps. We never fucking made it that far yesterday.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, well, we're going to take a look at the starting grid here, and we'll break down who is going to try to make it a little further here on these 134 laps we got coming around here at Las Vegas. Let's start things off with Dylan Pettis and Roger Pierce in the 1 and 2 spots. Moving on to third, it's Johnny Dressler with Tommy Gossett on the outside. Fifth, it's going to be Chris Wilhite. In sixth, Alberto Abar. Seventh, Paul Bergoli. Eighth, Brendan Meal. Ninth, John Ballou. And 10th, Joshua Latka.
Throwing off the grid in P11, going to be the 3 machine of Luke Christian with Daniel Edblad to the outside in 12th. Starting off in 13th, going to be Richard Garcia with Adam Benefield to his outside in 14th. 15th place going to James Houghton with Derek Heitman to the outside. 17th position going to be Zach Range with Sean Conklin in 18th. Then starting in 19th place going to be Dylan Basin, and rounding out the top 20 is going to be JR Barbarama.
Moving right along, 21st is Justin Levine. 22nd is Sean Anderson. 23rd, Evan Say. 24th, Charles Wimbley. On the 13th row, Maggie McGuire in 25th with Reese Schaefer in 26th. 27th, Lake Neer. 28th, Indy Cassie. 29th, Dakota Long. And 30th, Nolan Hodgson.
Starting 31st, the ever so scrappy underdog Nick Olson with Bailey Dutton to the outside in 32nd. 33rd, Luis Ibazera with Benson Hunt in 34th. Then rounding out the field tonight is going to be Michael Battison and Jacob Klein.
Nice full 36 car field here as everybody's lined up here on the track for the start here. We don't do the pit road start here at Las Vegas. We start things on the track. And very soon the pace car will be rolling. Oop, I think everybody's brakes are just loosened up a bit, so we're going to get things going here soon, folks. Remember to get those drinks ready, your popcorn ready, because we got 134 laps with no brakes coming up right now.
Well, as long as the brakes are the only thing loosening and it's not anything in the stools department, I think these guys should be all right to rip around here for 100 or so laps.
Yeah, let's keep it clean. No Code Browns tonight. How about that?
How about Dylan Pettis? Somebody that we haven't really seen much this year. Down there on the inside line, sporting a Victory 1 livery, sitting there in P1 off the grid. Gonna be interesting to see what he does, because I'll be honest with you, on these broadcasts, I don't think I've really seen that car around any.
Well, we are going to see exactly how straight he can keep it over the course of tonight. There are a lot of cars on the field, and this track, like you said, there's a variable banking here, but they can get a little dicey still. A little dicey in Las Vegas. You see what I did?
Also got to count on a really good start there for the 36 machine of Johnny Dressler. Hitting way above his weight class, rolling off the grid here in P3. Pretty much one of the bottom seed cars here in the split. Actually, the bottom seeded car in the split.
Yeah, way down there. Let's see, though. Pace car's off. Here we go. Get ready. Here comes the restart zone. And we are go, go, go here on Grid Vision. Look at that push from the 2 to the 19 already. The 19 to the 2, excuse me. Roger Pierce pushing Dylan Pettis just a little bit. Getting things kicked off at the line.
And Dressler just about picking the tires up off the back of the 19 machine through 1 and true, trying to make the inside line work. Dressler now going to cycle out into third place here, take the spot away from Tommy Gossett, looks down to the bottom of the inside of the 27 of Roger Pierce. But Pierce going to be the first guy to adopt that outside line through 3 and 4, but it's not going to work so well. He is able to maintain door-to-door, though, with Dylan Pettis here at the stripe.
Very good. We are one around looking into lap 2. And let me get my numbers right versus my timing here. I want to make sure I'm calling it. The 19 of Dylan Pettis out in front right now. Holding on to that lead. Very solid. There is some action flowing throughout the rest of this field, though, as we can see. A few cars back from Pettis. We got the view from Dressler here looking back at Abar. He's on the wall.
Guys down to the inside. A little bit of
contact
contact here in the front straightaway. Sends Pettis up a lane, opening the door for the 28 machine now of Alberto Abar to try and take a peek to the inside of 1 and 2. Here comes Dressler trying to pull a side draft on the outside of the 88 machine, and it works down the back straightaway. Gossett loses a little bit of momentum, tries to pull him back into 3. Gossett gets a little tight on the inside line there. Able to keep the door off of the 2 machine, but the 2 with a little bit more momentum here coming down the front straightaway, using that outside line through 3 and 4. But a quick side draft from Gossett, going to keep him even in 1.
That outside line is a solid line right now. It's working out for Dressler. He's staying competitive, and it's something that is going to have to work for him, because right now everyone collapses up into that line when they get to the outside wall on these turns. He's in kind of a precarious spot out there, but it leaves Gossett kind of hanging out once they do that. It's been an interesting way to see things flow. Alberto Abar also still up there, not a name that we have seen talked about a lot. Oh no!
Oh no! Speaking of doo-doo, they're wrecking in the back.
That's a good point. Didn't even catch it. Didn't even catch it. I set that one up and you knocked it right down. Thank you. Oh no! The first yellow of the night is out. Lap 5 of 1, 3, 4 here. Let's have a look in the way back machine and see what happened.
Justin Levine, you see that right there, throws a banana peel out the window, sends the 30-33 machine sideways down pit road. Tough break for the Triple Dale here to start off in Las Vegas, because that's also going to be an unsafe pit entry as well as a speeding. So he gets sideways right here.
And he crosses.
Yeah, he tagged the hell out of the cone. That's definitely an unsafe.
Yeah.
As well as the damage to the left front of the car, too.
Really unfortunate place and time for all that to occur, because that's going to be just insult on top of injury. Oh, how those banana peels do vex.
I can't believe Levine did that to him. What an asshole.
The banana peel?
Yeah.
I
have in mind to go call him out on it right now.
Maybe we can see that on another angle. See, maybe from Levine's point of view.
Yeah, well. Get a view inside the cockpit, we could see him, flip the peel out the window.
Here we are one more time.
Forward here with Levine. There it is. See it, the hand out the window. There goes the banana peel, and around goes Evan Say. But, real talk, what happened there? A couple cars spinning across the start-finish line, too.
Yeah. Yep, back to live, though.
They probably also hit the peel. But no, what happened there, outside of the shenanigans that's going on here in the booth, because we are us. Evan just got to the corner there. Looks like he had a little too much wheel in it. Driving in dirty air, you tend to overdrive a little bit to try and keep the car pointed down to the bottom of the track where it wants to be. And Vegas, a very low grip facility. Very easy to put a little too much wheel in and have a little too much rear end go out.
It's one of those tracks that looks like a low grip facility, like so smooth. The racing surface is just, what is it here? It's an asphalt surface, right? It's not concrete surface, obviously.
Yeah, it's typically asphalt is a darker color and concrete's typically gray or white.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I'm just, for the people at home who might have those old gray televisions that they have the computers plugged into.
Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody's a fucking expert.
No, I'm the opposite of that, man. You know that. This is the Dora the Explorer version of NASCAR. That's my pace right there.
Can you see the 19 car? Where is the 19 car?
There's the
19 car.
Slider, no sliding.
Who would Slider be?
Who would Slider be?
Come on, let's pull the gloves off, boys.
Oh, wow. I
think our producer had a pick.
I'm not going to say a name. I got no names.
Man, you're going to get me wrecked. Darby, you're absolutely getting me wrecked when I run NIS Friday night, you piece of shit. I already get raced like hell enough for the things I say up in here, so people don't like it when you try to be honest.
Well,
I either
Grid
get
Vision
wrecked or
always calls it down the middle. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
I either get wrecked or I get messages from people that can hardly speak English in my DMs tell me unsavory things I should do to myself. Oh, okay. He's saying who's most likely to do a slide job. Sorry, guys. My dirty mind got the better of me.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was asking.
Now, who's the most likely to give a rim job?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't have an answer for that either. Not going to be talking about that. Anyways, the pace car is off. Ooh, pace car almost just ate it. And we go down into the restart zone. Here comes the green flag. There we go.
Oh,
again.
the outside line
19
does
jumps
not
out.
go.
Yeah, slow on the outside. Man, what's going on in here? That's a mess. Ooh, that's scary.
Roger Pierce still reeling with the Chapter 11 bankruptcy filings for players. Misses the shift on the start, loses a good amount of time, but Austin put himself in a good situation here, though, because if he could just find a way to the bottom and save tires, that 27 machine, I know it's going to be fast at the end of the run. So a little bit 3 wide here. Coming out turn 4, Justin Levine tags the fence on the front straightaway to the outside of Chris White.
Lots of activity still here in the middle of the pack as we coming around through lap 10. Finally in the double digits here. Eyes on from Tommy Gossett's point of view, looking back at Bergoli. Paul Bergoli now real close to Gossett, maybe even a little bit of a push. He's given, I don't think he got that close, but very, very close there. Is high on the outside there. That's the 33 of Levine.
I was going to say Tommy Gossett, somebody we haven't seen in a few weeks, but what the hell am I talking about? It's us that you guys haven't seen in a few weeks. Tommy's probably been out here every week.
Pounding the pavement.
Yeah, that 88 machine looking good, though. Making moves here on the inside down the Nels straightaway, down into turn 3.
Look at that high outside line. Levine just up there in the boards, finding a home there for himself, keeping the momentum that he gains during the turns and just using it to stay competitive. But he's one of the only guys who's really staying out there when he gets to that opportunity on the track.
Yeah, running A-Open last night, Levine found something that he really liked in that top lane with the car, just the ability to absolutely send it and build momentum up off the corner. And, he went up there at one point earlier in the race, made up a whole bunch of spots. Then, next restart, the entire field was trying to run up there.
Well, let's see if we can do some inspiring moves here tonight. As we keep spinning around Sin City.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that damn word.
I mean, as we keep driving straight on the track in Sin City. It's like saying break a leg before someone does a play, right? You're not supposed to say that.
You know, somebody's absolutely broken a leg after somebody said break a leg to them on a play, and they probably felt like insurmountable guilt.
Thus, the tradition became a curse. Somebody just
your
go down.
Strongest warrior. Stop giving your toughest battles.
Oh, send me the toughest battles. I'm ready. I'm locked in, chat.
Fighting for my life out here.
Blue Christian. Eyes on right now as he comes around. The number 3 car, I believe.
Oh, slide job!
Oh, who's doing it? Ooh,
He's
the number 7.
Slide job. There we go.
Yeah, we just saw that. The 7 with a finely executed slide job there.
It's getting tight coming off of turn 4. And 3 wide. Here comes Zach Range down to the bottom. Slider, no sliding.
Slider, no sliding.
Oh, when he gets the door shut right in his face, that's something I wouldn't do if that was Zach Range behind me. Try and lock him out. He'll give it right back to you in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yep. It's going to be one of those immovable object kind of moments.
I've seen Zach bust a few people's ass this year here in NiS and a couple times last year in A-Open as well. That's somebody I wouldn't be wanting to throw the brake lights on.
Roger that.
See Zach Range going at it with Blue. Blue running him wide out of turn 2. Side by side on the back straightaway, though. Zach Range able to get a side draft coming out of turn 2, and it's going to pull him down into turn 3 with a hell of a run. As we look just to row back, one car riding all the way up against the fence.
Ooh, that's Basin in the 11.
Basin in the 11. This has been a really good week for Dylan Basin too. I know he's won a bunch of A Opens here at Las Vegas.
Is that right? Yeah. Well, this might be his week then. He's got a little ways to go in terms of climbing up, but he's already up 6.
I'll tell you, this is one of those tracks. I don't know how to necessarily explain it 100%, as we see Roger Pierce going toe-to-toe with Dressler. Dressler, such a strong run to start this thing off, sitting in 3rd place as a 36 car. If you just maintain what he's got here tonight, then, you know, you're looking at a potential 100-plus point day in the I-rating range, which will bring him way up into top split going into next week.
It'd be a beautiful number. It'd be a beautiful place to sit for next week's race.
This is what I'm saying though. This is one of those mile and a halves. You know, most of the times we go to a lot of these ovals, you know, it's the same people up front, week in and week out, especially with the mile and a halves, because it just comes down to feel. As we see a battle for the lead, Roger Pierce taking away the spot from his Victory 1 teammate of Dylan Pettis.
All
One of those
right.
places where you see, you know, different guys rise to the occasion, because the demands that Las Vegas has compared to other speedways is vastly different. Just the way the bumps lay out, the way the track surface works. I've always referred to this place as a mile and a half dirt track, because from the start of the run to the end of the run, you are always searching and changing your lane up, trying to figure out where the car is going to work best. It's not like other tracks where you just know you have to consistently slam it on the, you know, the paint, or consistently slam it 2 inches off the wall. You're chasing the car all the way throughout the run.
Now we've got mostly. Oh, I was about to say it until we get right here into 3 and 4. People are kind of getting into that single file run, finding their place at least. We have a little bit of passing going on still up here toward the front.
A little bit further in the back too. Tommy Gossett going at it with Brendan Meal right now for the 6th position. Gossett not able to get clear though. Tucks right back in line behind Brendan Meal. Now takes another peek down to the bottom here to 3 and 4. Good run so far for Brendan Meal, riding around here in the top 10. Pretty early in the day though. He's got a lot of hungry Victory 1 machines behind him, because I look behind Tommy Gossett and I see Derek Heitman, I see Dylan Basin, as well as Paul Bergoli running a right piece of equipment as well.
Heitman's always got some speed to find. And right now he's up 7, sitting in 9th, right behind Gossett, who's down 4. So Gossett's got a little bit more work to do to stay ahead of the situation here. It feels like he's the one who's fighting the situation a little bit more, as Basin and Heitman are making their way up. Here's the view from Heitman as he makes, potentially the pass on Tommy Gossett, looking for the 88 here on the inside. He's about a quarter of the way past him here in the turns. 1 and 2. And I think he's got him. Is that momentum gonna keep though? Oh, yes it is. That momentum keeps just fine, and Derek Heitman pulls ahead of Tommy Gossett.
There now for 3rd place, Justin Levine going to the outside of the 36 machine of Johnny Dressler. Sorry, the number 2 machine on the screen with 36 on the board. Side by side through 3 and 4. Levine all the way up against the outside wall. Dressler all the way down to the bottom. Dressler going to prevail right now, but here comes Levine with a huge run of momentum out of turn 4. And Levine going to all but clear himself down the front straightaway, but here comes Dressler fighting back.
And now they're 2 wide. The 3-3 and the 2.
Levine is just rocketing around that outside right now.
He really is. He's up 18 from where he started. He has just been lead-footing it since this race began.
And look in front of them. These guys have noticed how well that outside line is working for that Mac Tools Camry. They're all trying to go up there and steal a little bit of his thunder, and throw a little bit of dirty air to try and hold that machine back a little bit. Still keeping it kind of low there through 1 and 2, though. Just, a lane up from the bottom. This is just, I was talking about earlier, this is a very dynamic track we have here at Las Vegas. Just moves around so much. Just look at Roger Pierce right now, holding on to the lead tonight. A win for him would be just about everything. Been a bit of a rocky up and down turn of things, midsummer all the way into the fall. Losing a lot of valuable I rating and just kind of being victim of circumstances most weeks.
Well, he's in. I really am glad to see him leading this race right now. You're talking about Dylan Pettis or Roger Pierce?
I'm about Roger Pierce.
Roger Pierce, I thought so. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I got a brain fart for a second. Roger Pierce, I'm glad to see him out leading this race then, but he's got himself in a precarious position. We're only 30 laps in-ish, 29, 30 laps in. He's got 100 laps to go. Can he hold on to this? Is this going to be defensible over the course of the next 100 laps?
I absolutely hope he does. Because Roger Pierce is probably the biggest supporter of Grid Vision in the entire field. So let's see our good buddy get the job done this evening from Las Vegas. But he says no, so he does not believe in himself.
Well, we have enough belief in him here in the booth to overflow the cup, so to speak. So,
I mean, hey, even if it doesn't work out for him tonight, nothing changes the fact that he did help propel, some guy named Jeremy Mayfield to the 2025 Grand National Super Series Championship this year.
Hey.
And if you don't know Jeremy Mayfield, then you need to leave.
Oh, okay. I will have to see myself out. I was going to say.
Yeah, you're okay. You're the exception.
Okay, excellent.
You're the WD-40 that keeps these hinges from squeaking too much.
I try.
If you're not here.
Got to keep the wheels greased, my man. Best I can. Watching this. Ooh, look at this situation here. Who we got? Nick Olson. Yep, JR Bobarema, Nick Olson. JR right there in the back. Olson leading things off in the Chevy. There on the outside. Decent speed here. Ooh, very, very close. Very, very close with the 7 machine here down on the inside.
Chris Wilhite down there on the bottom, losing spots quick here. Looks like the handling's starting to fade on the 7 machine. He's got Barbarema up to his outside. People really want to have that. Some losing a ton of time here. Just pinned down the bottom. There's not really much you can do when somebody takes that outside line away from you. You can't go up to the wall at the corner exit, which means you're having to pretty much choke off the throttle to avoid getting into the car to your top. And it hurts you so bad. And it's holding both of these cars up too as well, because you see that 14 machine right behind them starting to put the pressure to him. That's Blake Neer in the 14.
Yeah, I was seeing that 14 machine, and I was wondering if he was going to try to push for something crazy, but he didn't. He was very, very patient. I'm loving the Las Vegas livery also here. Blake Neer looking good. Oh, some trivia here. That design looks like it could be, or is the design that was on Carson Hocevar's truck. Not bad. Good eye, producer man. Lots more activity still happening out here in the field, folks. It's been a busy race. We hope you've been enjoying it so far. We've been enjoying calling it.
We have fact-checked it, and that is Carson Hocevar's door panel on that 14 machine.
Nice. That's awesome.
Of course, hopefully this car doesn't self-spin precautions as much as Carson Hocevar does.
Oh. Self-spin precautions.
Hocevar has a tendency, whether it was on the sim back in the day when we all used to race against him, or in real life, as we see contact, Gossett chases Zach Range all the way down to the flat, down to 1 and 2. Range leaning on him, pushing Gossett up the hill into 1 and 2. That was almost a bad moment. Gossett swinging at him down the back straightaway.
Oof. Very close. Swing and a miss, though.
That maybe. Gossett is not playing around this evening.
No, not at all. Massive swing out of there. Here's Richard Garcia here, a little bit ahead in this pack. 57 machine is keeping Tommy Gossett just barely at bay.
So Roger Pierce, but here comes Dylan Pettis looking to the inside out of 4. Pettis looks like he has the speed right now. Staying in the clean air. It's keeping that car from burning the tires too much. Well, I say that as he absolutely follows him through 1 and 2. No, he's peeking down to the bottom a little bit. And you got Justin Levine painting the outside line here.
Aggressively painting it. I'm wondering when he's going to try to make his move and exactly where it's going to come from. Looks like it might be an outside situation, but then of course the door just gets closed, so he has a very precious small amount of time to try to make a move and put himself into a spot where one of these cars has to say, I got to avoid him because there's a potential for Justin Levine to get by me. And we've got a new follower, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, not your average mom saying, go Pettis. Thank you for the follow.
It's looking pretty good for Pettis right now. You see him take a peek down the bottom here in the front straightaway. Closing up to the back bumper, Roger Pierce. Right now, Pierce is probably wishing that he'd kept some banana peels in the car with him for this one. And one car around through the grass, the 35 machine of Edblad.
Wow.
And that is going to be a penalty.
Yes, sir. We're not doing auditions for John Deere today.
Adam Benefield just crowds him out of turn 4, gets up into the quarter panel, and helps steal that 35 into the grass.
Yeah. What a tough situation now with no yellow out either. It's going to be a long, lonely drive for Edblad trying to get back up to speed.
I think... Oh! Levine takes every second, but gets loose coming on turn 4 and knocks down the fence. Here he goes to the outside of Roger Pierce. 1 and 2. It's up to the quarter panel, locking Pierce out of being able to come up to the top to cover it. And through 3 and 4. I think he snagged the seam the wrong way coming into the corner, and it just upset the balance, gets loose. Pierce gets into the back bumper, straightens him out, and Levine tags the fence. We got one car on pit road.
Back to the live view now, folks. One car on pit road. That's Derek Heitman, actually. Looks like he took a beating out there. Potentially was on the front right, so it could have been the wall, but Derek Heitman down pit road now as we got eyes back on the front of the pack here. Roger Pierce in third.
I think Heitman just wanted to bring the Bridgestone Camry down pit road for 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles. I think that one makes sense.
Roger that. Moving on here.
Craned on 4th place. Dressler putting together a good run. Also in 5th place, somebody that hasn't really had the best of seasons, but the 28 machine, Alberto Abar, putting together a pretty strong run here tonight from Las Vegas. Sitting in P5. Just has to make sure he's able to keep all 4 corners on the machine here before the race comes to a close. But strong performance so far. It looks like he's also repping Ryko this week. I
was wondering to myself when we were watching the race take a its formation here. I said, Alberto Abar, he qualified well. He's running great tonight. Like, why didn't I haven't been seeing more of him? Now, obviously, I've only called a few of these NiS top split races at this point, but he's a name that we don't usually get to talk much about. And in this case, I'm really glad that we're getting a chance to, and that he's in the top 5 right now. That's such a great place to be, especially with with having less than 100 laps to go. We're at a great pace here for him.
Alberto, that's somebody that can be really fast, but also pretty notorious for making a lot of costly mistakes, or just pushing the envelope a little too early or a little too hard than he needs to. But tonight looked like he's putting together the full package here from Las Vegas in 4th place. Long way to go still, but good run so far as we see the 27 machine of Roger Pierce duck down pit road as well to take his 4 tires and fuel.
Well, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
We'll watch Dylan Pettis walk away. Dressler now taking over the 2nd spot from Justin Levine. Say what, I'd have no idea who Dressler is. I've never seen the car once. No idea who he's running for, but this is a very strong performance from that 2 car.
Yeah, I gotta say ditto to everything that you just said there. It's one of the first times I've really gotten a great exposure to Pettis's skill, and he's just killing it out there tonight.
Pettis I'm used to. That's somebody I've raced against a bunch on here that lights out quick more often than not. No surprises there. But Johnny Dressler, that's a new one.
Johnny
Got him from Huff
Dressler.
Motorsports, apparently.
I gotta get my names right tonight. I'm sorry, I keep mixing them up.
Here, Tommy Gossett signal over the radio that he's coming down pit road in the 88 machine.
Yes, indeed. Eyes on with Gossett as he goes down pit road here. And then back out to the field. Back out to the track where we've got Alberto Abar still holding down 5th place. Go back a little bit. Zach Range in 13th. Luke Christian back in 18th.
Abar coming down as well.
Yep, it's going to be about time for some of these guys. Brenton Hunt heading down pit road. That's going to be some pretty good time lost there for Hunt, unfortunately, after getting real loose going down pit road. And back here. Well, and we got an update from the field. Roger got speeding on pit road. That's not good at all. Sorry to hear that, Roger.
Oh, Roger, I know you're listening. Every time I say something nice about you, you find a way to crap the bed. I'm just not gonna say anything nice anymore.
Oh,
just gonna bully you up here from now on until you get it right. You're saying you can't bully somebody that likes it, so never mind. We'll walk that one back. Richard Garcia trying to work the outside now around Nick Olson down the back straightaway. Garcia trying to work himself to the top 10, takes the 10th position away here into 3 and 4, but Olson not going to give it up quick, trying to fight back on the inside, but not enough momentum. And up into the wall goes Richard Garcia, and it was momentum enough. Nick Olson takes the spot. Now Zach Range looks at the bottom, 3 wide down the front straightaway, and no room for it. Heavy contact from Range up into Olson.
It's a tight situation. Oh my goodness! Just seeing these guys going back and forth. There was some heavy door knocking that just occurred there.
Look, I'm looking at the names that we have right now. You talk about the tea leaves all the time. I just base everything off of pattern recognition, and I see 3 or 4 names sitting here packed together that I wouldn't be surprised would pack into each other here at some point.
You use science. That's probably the way to do it, to be honest. The tea leaves haven't really done me too many favors. But boy, do I like tea. Johnny Dressler here with Sean Conklin, a name we talk about very often. Conklin himself sitting comfortably now in third place, working his way up, trying to become involved in that fight for first.
Also, those famous words that Austin Edstrom loves to scream at any opportunity. LaQueen is fading fast, falling from second place all the way down to 6 here. It looks like the tires have definitely gone the way of the dodo for the 33 machine. Outside line's fast, but you stay up there for too long and it comes back to bite you. And I think that's what we're looking at right now.
It is coming back to bite him big time, unfortunately. Let's see.
One thing you need to keep your eyes on here. Sean Conklin moving through the field really quick here in the late stages of this run. Getting to the bottom now. The second place runner of Johnny Dressler. Side by side off of turn 4. Conklin with the advantage. And this is now your battle for the lead as well. And Sean Conklin going to take the spot with ease over the 2 machine. As we look at the 19 machine and Dylan Pettis on pit road.
Very good here. Sean Conklin out in front, leading Johnny Dressler by just a hair. And behind them, it's Brendan Hamill, Nolan Hodgson, and Dylan Bazin to round out the top 5.
Man, just what a good run for Dressler. You know, 36 car, last car in the field, I-rating wise. But no fight right now, hanging on to second place, running directly in the tire tracks of somebody that we're going to be talking about for years to come here on the service, and Sean Conklin.
Highly agreed. Definitely agreed. Yeah, he's one of those once in a lifetime guys who's really, really good at video games. Or the simulator.
What did you say?
Case, of course.
Oh man, gotta be careful. They're gonna break in your house and probably burn the damn thing down with statements like that.
God, bring it on. I can handle a bunch of nerds. That's fair. Well, if Paul got probably about, a better
Probably
idea.
not be out there cheering it on. We'll probably be commentating it.
Oh no! Betrayers!
Oh!
Oh no! Ooh, big slide! Big slide!
And down to the bottom, here comes Luke Christian. Fakes to the top, cuts to the bottom, trying to make the pass on Blake Neer here into 1 and 2. And he's going to leave Blake Neer and Zach Range out to bay here. Christian moving up into the 9th spot, and this is where the calamity is about to happen.
The number 4 getting a little loose there for a second.
Here comes Gossett now to the bottom, making it 3. And passing 3 cars in 1 set of turns. Gossett trying to get his lap back, came down pit road, got 4 tires of fuel on fresher stuff. Still a pretty cool move out of him, though.
Yes, sir. 97 of Reese Schaefer tucked into this group here, also trying to find a home for himself here. Zach Range high on the outside. Or, pardon me.
A little bit of contact with the wall for Olsen there. Gonna lose a whole bunch of time. Luke Christian gonna take the spot over from him. Christian looks at the top, now fakes back down to the bottom, taking the spot away from the 33 machine of Blue. Blue working on that outside line. They're trying to keep the momentum up to come to the door. But Luke Christian coming alive here in the closing laps of this set of tires.
Yes, he is.
Oh, 4 wide into 3 and a little bit of contact.
Oh!
Up into the wall, the 14 machine of Blake Neer, taking J.R. Barbaramo along with him.
Wow,
one car sideways on the front straightaway.
It's going crazy right now, and everybody is holding it down. Lots of contact between several different groups of cars there. A little bit of smoke from both of those groups. We're seeing a lot of changes on the field as a result of guys getting spooked and knocked around by that situation. But now everything's calming down. Phew. That could have been our next yellow.
There.
Oh,
28 machine. Alberto
Yep.
Abar was trying to get out from behind the slow car in front of him. Slides up the hill. Wasn't expecting it to be 4 wide there. And a little bit of contact. It's a lot of chaos. That was a huge save there.
massive. Just massive.
So Johnny Dressler coming down pit road here in the 2 machine. Was running P2. Nolan Hodgson now going to take over the 2nd spot right behind Sean Conklin.
Conklin up 17 from when this began. Hodgson up 28. These are guys who also were lead-footing it a little bit. Both said to themselves, hey,
Oh,
I want to be at the
Dressler
front of this
misses the
race before
box.
it's halfway done. Uh-oh. That's not good.
A little bit of time lost there. That could be huge for him. You see the 4 machine Jared Barbarema duck down pit road now. Right there cost him 2 seconds. Pit stall.
And we are getting ready.
Brendan Meal and Nolan Hodgson also coming down pit road, leading a line of cars that includes Dylan Basin, Brendan Meal, and a few others. Goalie cuts down pit road, and there, I believe, is Nick Klein. Sorry, Jacob Klein.
I was going to say, let's look at the list. Like, I don't want to correct
Yeah.
him, but I think it's Jacob Klein.
calling out the other Klein.
Totally
That
fine.
Used to be here. That is now a ghost. He doesn't exist. Never happened.
Gotcha.
Fake news. Reese Schaefer coming down pit road for 4 tires and fuel.
Good idea.
3 wide. Let's see if it works out here.
I got a feeling that it never usually does. So let's see. Can maintain it for a few moments, but not for a long time.
When I was ready to bust everybody's balls when we started this thing off, I was expecting it to be an absolute nightmare of a race. But so far, these guys, a lot of aggressive moments, a little bit of contact here and there, but it's been a pretty clean race so far. 71 laps on the board. And 3 wide here out of turn 2. Blake Neer in the middle as he gets near the 31 machine, and Nick Olson, a little bit of contact into turn 3, but Blake going to take the position. Meanwhile, Justin Levine diving to the inside of Derek Heitman through 1 and 2.
And more people down pit road potentially here. We've got Luis Becerra, Maggie McGuire. All right, everyone's getting ready. Still
Right now
want
through
to
strategy, the 31 machine of Joshua Latka, your race leaders. You see him tuck it down pit road, leading the 24 machine of Bailey Dutton. That hands the lead over to the 10 machine of Sean Anderson.
And out here in front, Sean Anderson currently leading things. Blake Neer and Dakota Long, 2nd and 3rd. But I had a feeling that they're going to have to shake things up themselves pretty soon here. We'll see who's leading the race after that.
Sean Anderson putting together a pretty good run of things for the Reese EPI machine powered by Norse Force. And speaking of Norse Force, they're happy to crown last night's or this season's Coca-Cola iRacing Series champion, and Steven Wilson getting the job done for Spire Motorsports.
Hey.
Big Sean Anderson comes down pit road, a little bit of a bobble, but able to get the car down to pit speed in time. He's going to lead Blake Neer and Dakota Long. Pretty cool paint scheme on Dakota Long's car.
Yeah? What's it got?
That's 7. It's got the Hendrick highlighter yellow with black and silver. It's a good combo. I like it. Stands out.
Solid.
Silver, black, and day-glow colors always work on race cars. It's my rule of thumb.
It's a good rule.
Always looks good. Hands the lead over to Derek Heitman, but he's only going to hold it momentarily as Dylan Pettis gets down to the bottom here through 3 and 4, trying to reclaim the lead that he held so long earlier in the race. And Dylan Pettis, now your race leader at the stripe. Now, if anybody's looking for parity tonight, it is a Victory 1 lockout of the top 3 currently, with Pettis leading Heitman and Tommy Gossett.
All right, and while it looks good for them, it also looks good time for us to take a short break here at 76 laps, folks. We'll be back with more here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway on Grid Vision, so stick around.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Grid Vision Wednesday night top split coverage. It's me, Joe Castro, with Sheldon Adkins and Austin Derbyshire, and we are covering all the goings on here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway right now. It is currently lap 82 of 134, and Dylan Pettis is out in front, leading tonight's race. He was leading it earlier, he's leading it again.
Starting to get to that point, too, where it's looking like this might be Dylan Pettis' race to lose. As we see how strong of a drive he's put together, is second ahead of his Victory 1 teammate, Derek Heitman. Really stretching his legs here and walking away with it from Las Vegas, as we see Heitman kind of going at it here with Tommy Gossett, but Gossett just not able to break through the dirty air to get to the back bumper of the 76 machine to make something happen. I feel like Gossett probably a little bit quicker right now on slightly fresher tires than Heitman. But Heitman just doing a good job using the air to his advantage to keep that 88 machine at bay. Also, right behind him, sitting in 4th place, a great run, 84 laps in. That 28 machine of Alberto Abar, he's going places this week. Really putting together a good, strong run here from Las Vegas.
It really has been. Abar has been putting on a fantastic showing this week, one that I'm going to remember for a while at least. And I'm going to say, hey, remember that great run he had in Las Vegas? He's still in the middle of it right now. And I'm kind of hoping that that just shapes up for him to maybe be another position or two.
Oh, these guys right here on older stuff. Then the car sitting directly behind him. Sean Conklin came in a handful of laps later. Fresher tires for the 54 machine, as well as Dressler in the 36. Also came in, I think, about a lap earlier than Conklin on that run.
Okay, a lap earlier, not bad. We've got eyes on this little trio here. Abar's in the back of it. Tommy Gossett, Derek Heitman.
Ken saying that he's very proud of the Ryko customer of Alberto Abar. Huge gains he's made in the past few months, and I'd have to agree. Because, I remember not too long ago, he was typically the nail here recently. Seems like he's swinging the hammer, putting together a really good run here tonight from Las Vegas. And this is definitely a tricky track to really figure out how to make something happen at. There's a lot of ways that you can end your day pretty quick here, especially with all the bumps and character that this place has built over the years.
Yeah, we've seen some out driving already happening here. We've seen some guys with some self-spinning problems here at Las Vegas already, and where the track is just, it's a unique situation right now. The track conditions not too hot. It is a little hot. It's 94 degrees down there.
Nick Olson clears himself off the nose of Maggie McGuire there through 3 and 4. The machine a little bit of contact to the left front fender of Maggie McGuire. Came with a quick apology, though, over the driver channel, but doesn't help McGuire much as the one machine now gets to the back bumper of her down the backstretch.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's that the apology is nice to see, but unfortunately, that bump is going to be more of a thing to get over than apology is going to be able to help with. Unfortunately,
looks like Maggie's all right, no damage, didn't lose any other spots. Just keep
so
on
far, so
trucking.
good. Yeah, I'll take
Alberto
it.
Abar takes a pass on Tommy Gossett here. Abar moving up into the 3rd spot.
Woo!
These guys have lost a good bit of ground to Derek Heitman in front of them. Wonder if Tommy maybe got loose or tagged the wall right in front of Abar.
Are doing fantastic again. I know we already just talked about him, but love to see that we just mentioned him, and now he's up 2 more positions from where he was when we were talking about him.
Yeah. It looks like Tommy got just a little unsteady coming off the corner, and Abar checked up to avoid getting into the back of the Gossett bus lines Camry. Or sorry, it's the Ryko Camry this week.
Yes, sir.
And Gossett coming on pit road now.
High to the outside. Here we go. Dylan Pettis stood out in front by 2.5 seconds. Abar back in 2nd. Has got a little bit of time to make up to catch the 1st place man right now. So we see Derek Heitman going down pit road.
See you guys coming down pit road here earlier. And our producer also pointing out that he thinks Tommy's running a really good race tonight, and I agree. These guys running more of a shortcut strategy here with the pit stops, and seems like it's working out for him, as well as a couple of the others that are running it as well. Derek Heitman, another one notable on that strategy at the moment. And if you're Ken Byron sitting at home watching this thing, spectating or spotting for Sean, which is what he's probably doing right now, you'd love to see that, because that means you basically hold all the chess pieces for any possible strategy call that can be made. See Conklin working the bottom here from 3 and 4. Whereas on Pettis, who's on the back bumper of That is. Oh, yeah, Dressler on. Okay, there we go. Lap cars threw me off. I'm used to seeing Roger Pierce up there at the front.
Yeah, I was trying to keep track too for the same reasons. Just a little
Hodgson to the outside. It's going to be tight. 3 wide squeeze up into the 1. Hard contact. Dressler head on into the fence. Roger Pierce caught in another incident, not of his own making. Huge wreck on the front straightaway.
That was wild. Dylan Pettis. What were we saying? This was Pettis' race to lose? That might have just been it.
I don't know. He got his... Did he get his... No, he wasn't able to because the pits were closed. Watch that back. You see Pettis come down pit road here. These three just get together. It gets tight. Hodgson not giving a whole lot of room to the 2 machine of Dressler, and Dressler just slides up the hill. Pettis will lose a whole bunch of time here in a race that he's absolutely dominated so far. I just think it's going to be insurmountable for him to get past some of these cars to get back up into the lead. You know, strong top 5 finish, yeah, but when you've led that many laps, it's a punch to the jaw. Have something like this happen.
Oh, man.
And it's just caused by 2 guys fighting for the same real estate. You know, there's rough situation. God, just another horribly rough week for Roger Pierce.
Yeah. Can't seem to catch a break.
Dressler sliding up the track there. Hodgson just had maybe a little bit more room he could use there, but didn't think that he was going to need to use it. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily throw any blame on anybody in a situation like that. That's just one of those racing deals. You've been out here, you know, we've been green about 90 laps at that point.
Green well enough.
Lou Christian winning the race off of pit road over Alberto Abar.
Oh.
Peter taking 2 tires, a bold strategy, but we'll see how it works out for him.
And we got to give a big thank to Race Affinity, rating us with 16 of their viewers. Love to see it. Thank you very much for joining us here on Grid Vision. Race Affinity Plus with the raid. Thank you so much, Race Affinity Plus. Glad to have you. Welcome. We're here on Grid Vision watching the Las Vegas Motor Speedway race, the NiS Top Split.
Well, B Woodard 62 and Race Affinity, thank you for joining the grid here.
Now that everyone's here, we'll do a little replay of what's going down. Just had a yellow come out due to a little dust up. Unfortunate situation.
I feel so bad, specifically for Roger, because there's nothing he could have done here. These 2 are down here, you know, racing hard for position. He's doing what he needs to do. He's a lap car. He's just trying to stay out of the way, working the outside line, hoping to maybe get a lap back somehow. And then just nothing he could have done. And also, more heartbreaking news. I shifted that heartbreak to the 2 machine of Dylan Pettis now. He just came over the radio saying that he's got a penalty to serve for closed pit road. So he's going to come back down and potentially have to do a stop and go, I think.
Oh, man. Yep, that's
pit road is a stop.
That's going to be the end of his competition tonight, that's for sure. With
Make sure better make sure he's got everything turned off, including the tear-offs.
Well, we only got 36 laps to go in tonight's race. That doesn't seem like a lot. Not to me. Not with the way things have been going. There goes the pace car. We're looking for the restart zone now. Lou Christian, Alberto Abar out there in the front. Here we go. We are green yet again here on Grid Vision.
And a great launch for the Bowen footwear machine of Lou Christian here on the initial start. Down to 1 and 2, but here comes Sean Conklin. 4 fresh tires versus 2 at the front of the pack. Now here comes Zach Range to the bottom. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Sean Conklin with the advantage over both of them, down to 3 and 4. Range working the bottom. Lou Christian stuck in the middle, just trying to hang on. Sean Conklin takes the lead on the outside with the power move down the front straightaway. And he's pulling the 11 machine of Basin, who we haven't really talked about any today.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, 1 car round. Oh, and he saved it.
What a save for Johnny Dressler. What a save.
And they're 4 wide down into 3 and 4.
That's insanity. Oh my God, I'm going to throw up.
1 car tags the fence. Press F to pay respects for Nick Olson, because according to our producer, he's found his way out of the mix here.
Yep, evaporated into thin air.
Down to the inside of Adam Benefield, down the back straightaway. Here comes Alberto Abar in the 28 machine. Sending it deep into 3, but Benefield making it work on the outside. Now for second place, Dylan Basin going toe-to-toe with Zach Range. Range up on the outside. Range with momentum down the front stretch, starts to pull, but here comes a side draft, potentially from the 11 machine down into 1. And Basin pulling a slide job here out of turn 2, not able to clear though. Gonna lose a little bit of momentum off of that. Here comes Range to the top again. Oh, and he loses a nose in Sean Conklin's dirty air. Basin gonna be stuck in the middle of 3 here on the front stretch.
Group of 3 right behind the leader there. Whew. Fanning out for just a second and coming back into shape.
And Dylan Pettis trying to get his lap back the hard way, trying to pass the entire field to get back into the position to get the wave past the pace car when the caution comes out. As he goes to the outside of Zach Range here, that's your second place runner. Or sorry, no, that's Basin to the outside.
Here.
Too many Dylan, some similar looking paint schemes as we see Pettis goes around Sean Conklin here through 1 and 2. Dylan Pettis now back on the lead lap for now. Or, sorry, just 1 lap down instead of 2. It helps if I look at the little gray bar to the left of the screen.
Sometimes I forget it's there too, my friend, and it's been there the entire time. But so don't worry about it, not even one bit. 105 of 134. We're officially in the triple digits now. Triple digits now. And we are going to ride this thing all the way to 134, where we will see who gets crowned champion. Right now, based on how things look, it's probably going to be it's a battle between, honestly, the guys who are in the top 4 right now, I think, are really contentious. Top 5, you can include Brendan Peel, but I remember the names, the 4 names at the top, a little bit more for most of this race.
So Dylan Basin reporting from behind the wheel that he's having technical issues, only getting 36, or sorry, is that 30 or 36 miles? Not that great. But a significantly lower frames per second rating than what you want to have here on the service. See Derek Heitman find calamity here out of turn 4. And I can't tell if that was contact or aero loose, but Heitman sending it through the grass there.
Derek Heitman, a driver I associate with a lot of speed, but he sometimes does get involved in these little dust-ups, and I'm just hoping that he doesn't get involved in one tonight and any more than he's already been.
Heitman's another one of those guys that's ridiculously fast week in and week out, but for some reason here in the summer stretch, we got a huge crash on the front straightaway.
Oh, car sideways. Bradley Dutton, or Bailey Dutton, excuse me. Let's see how it happened.
Getting up to the back bumper, Roger Pierce gets down to the bottom and just hooks Roger Pierce in the front straightaway.
Oh, man.
I'm kind of perplexed, actually.
And how's that?
Well, I mean, it's down to the bottom and it's looking at the quarter panel of the 27 machine. On board, so it looks like out of the nose of Dutton's machine. Just wasn't a lot of room to really try and make anything happen there unless you're going to go all the way to the flat. And I don't know why you wouldn't just go straight to the flat.
It was a really slow decision.
Especially, you know, when you're trying to work yourself, you know, running 19th, going against somebody that's 30th a lap down, I'd put a little bit of caution at it.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Speaking of cautions, we're in one right now. Caution flag is flying, and we are going around, about to cross the line again, so I have a feeling. Oh, no, we probably got 2 more to go. Not bad, though, as the whole field's going down.
Road here. Everybody wanting to come in and get some fresh tires, you know. With that ultra long green flag run we had to start this thing off, everybody has extra sets in the box.
Here comes everyone. All right, all right, all right. The crew looks poised. The crew looks ready. Ready to kind of sum up the rest of this race. We got 24 laps to go, folks. Not a bad situation either for you at home who is watching. Are you on the edge of your seat? Let us know.
So with this caution coming out the way it did, and the entire field coming down pit road, this gives the opportunity for Dylan Pettis to get himself back on the lead lap of the 19 machine, given he's going to take the wave around on older tires that he absolutely chewed through. But if we get another quick caution here, really change the game for that 19 machine. So Roger Pierce is going to use this as an opportunity to get a lap back as well in the 27 machine. I do believe that will put Roger back on the lead lap. Yes, it will. As you look at the timing there on the left side of the screen, just 29 seconds back from the field, meaning he is back on the lead.
Back on the lead. Very good luck of the draw situation here for him.
I think he gave up way more with that incident than what he gained. You know, getting the back into that car tore up. He's definitely going to need to spend a lot of time on pit road to get that thing fixed as he hit the wall a ton. And I imagine the towing link is probably kicked out on that Camry as well. Here's in the chat saying it was stupid and degree was not one of the brightest moments that I've seen, but I can only judge me so much. I mean, I've done some dumb shit too.
It's all right. It's all right. We forget. It's Wednesday night, right?
Yeah, they're all fucking stupid, honestly. Self included. Even you, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbass.
Even me.
You know who isn't, though?
Who is it?
Our leader supreme, Austin Derbyshire. Well, yeah, you're dumb. You're not stupid, though.
I'll give him that. There goes the pace car. We're getting ready to restart things here. 111 of 134 here. Sean Conklin and Dylan Basin leading things out right now as we are green yet again.
Sean Conklin with good advantage here through 1 and 2. This is not what anybody else in the field wants to see, is Sean Conklin taking the lead with less than 30 laps to go.
Historically, this is where the lead will be taken and begin to just steadily increase until the end of the race. So we'll see what happens, though.
Oh.
This could be a Sean Conklin situation. It's true.
Oh, Luke Christian's around on the front straightaway, and he saves it somehow. Huge help from, I think, the 7 machine. And, oh, the 7's around, too. Dakota Long just about loses it coming into 1 and 2 and hard into the outside wall. Going down the track into the 31 machine and taking Luke Christian around for another ride.
That's wild. Oh, man.
Stay on the 7. We can. Because he had one mission,
intense.
and that was to kill John Connor, and he did it. Meanwhile, Luke Christian's got to be wondering, what the fuck just happened to me? And right here, this is the finishing blow. Moves sideways. Does he keep it off the inside wall? Yes, he does.
Now we'll look at Garcia.
Garcia missing the incident that happened on the front straightaway. There's the slide up at the top. Garcia tries to get on the bottom. Doesn't know the 31 machine is there. Just spins himself off the nose. Light tap to the outside wall. Shouldn't hurt the car too much. As he rides through a minefield on the back straightaway. Wind this back a little bit.
Yep.
See the 7 machine and the 3 go at it on the front straightaway. Not even 10 seconds before he ends up killing him.
Let's have a look-see. Here we are.
Lou gets
Double
loose coming
wall
out
slam.
turn 4, tags the fence. The 7 machine tries to fill a hole that isn't all the way there. Luke Christian does a great job saving it. 7 comes into 1 and 2. Car gets unsettled over the bumps, loses it, saves it, snaps into the wall. Then just ping pong down the back straightaway.
Crazy. Ridiculous. Back to live, though. Lights are still on the pace car, which means we've got at least one more to go here. As we're coming around 3 and 4, getting ready for that start line. We've got one more to go here. Sean Conklin, Dylan Basin out in front.
Yeah, Joe, you need to clean up your language, by the way.
I do a bit of a potty mouth, it's true.
Yep. Absolute toilet.
I'll put one in the square jar. For you and me.
Hey, if anybody wants to put money in our swear jar for us, and well, I don't know, just do that. Feel free to subscribe.
Yep. That'll do it. Roger is fixed. Oh yeah. You see that here in the chat right now. Into the backstretch they go, getting things ready. 116 of 134. That's
Roger, I
less
wouldn't
than
have told
20
any.
laps, man.
I would not have told anybody that you'd gotten the thing fixed, man, because I know how it goes. You give us that message in the Discord, then you get killed worse than you ever were to begin with.
Fixed and back out. Here we go. Feeling good about my chances, he says. As we've got one to go. Less than 20 laps in tonight's race left to go, folks, though. It's been a hell of a race so far. There goes the pace car. Here comes the restart zone. Sean Conklin, Dylan Basin out in front. We are green yet again here on Grid Vision.
A big jump on the outside line there for Tommy Gossett. Going to clear 2 spots coming into 1 and 2. 3 wide with Alberto Abar in the middle.
Ooh.
And the 10 machine of Sean Anderson is going to be a little tight coming off of turn 2, but they make it work down the back straightaway, though. Abar with the advantage now into 3. Tommy Gossett ripping the boards off through 3 and 4. Huge head of steam. Going to clear both those cars to the bottom now. Diving to the inside of the 7 machine of Will Hyde on the front straightaway.
Diving down in.
No, around goes Abar.
Oh, no. Around
it's been
and
such
down.
a good run. Such a strong run for the 28 machine, and just ruined in the blink of an eye here coming into 1 and 2.
That's really unfortunate. Alberto was one that I was starting to root for by the midpoint of this race, especially. And let's see what happens there. Ah, the 2.
Oh, and Reese gets heavy contact as well, but I feel like that was a little bit of a 3-part method of death for Abar. Watch it back again from Reese Schaefer's nose. I think Reese makes a little bit of contact, which may have unsettled the car slightly coming into 1 and 2. And it looked like Abar may have walked it down into the 2 machine of Dressler. See right there, Abar goes to throw a block on Schaefer. Schaefer keeps his foot in it. A little bit of contact there. I think Abar's trying to get off of the nose maybe. And just walks it down into the 2 machine. No Dressler, nothing Dressler really could have done there. Just heavy contact for Abar as well as Schaefer.
Yeah. Yeah, that heavy contact is going to cost them just enough, unfortunately. And Abar, we had him, he was in second place for a pretty good chunk of this run after really working his way up there.
I'll tell you, this is one of those tracks where if you want to get the job done here, you've got to be able to put the whole package together.
Okay.
Not only do you have to have good long run pace, good short run pace, you've also got to have the right strategy, and you've got to be absolutely perfect when it comes to racecraft. One slight mistake, the amount of lanes that you can run here, and look at that, we've been 4 wide on this front straightaway multiple times coming into the corner. One small mistake, one small misjudgment, one ill-timed block, and it goes to crap. Just like this. You just see Paul Bergoli, nowhere to go. Innocent bystander. Becomes one with Reese Schaefer through 1 and 2. And that's pretty much going to end Paul Bergoli's hopes tonight because we've only got 14 laps to go in this thing. Running the board with Paul. And yeah. They've merged personalities. Paul Bergoli is now Reese Schaefer, and Reese Schaefer is now Paul Bergoli. Just like that. So would it be Reese Bergoli or would it be Paul Schaefer?
It's a good question. Which one is Nicolas Cage is the most important question. Which one is Castor Troy?
I don't know. I've just been playing Cyberpunk all week, so I have Keanu Reeves stuck in my head at the moment.
You got it, Choom.
Horrible break for Alberto though, because he's ran such a great race here tonight.
Yeah, that's really what's sticking in my craw about this yellow here. Is this was the yellow that took out Alberto, and I really enjoyed his race tonight. I got to say once again, massive props to Alberto, really having a race worth talking about up until that exact moment. And it's tough to be a standout here on Wednesday nights sometimes, and to really stand out in a field of amazing drivers. But he pulled it off tonight, for sure.
I love seeing those underdog stories. You know, we had the 36 car running up strong all night. We had Alberto up front running strong all night too, and just both of them, making small mistakes that turn into big ones, and unfortunate ones at that, taking them out.
I like the underdog story too, my man. And that's what we had going on. Unfortunately, though, sometimes it's exactly that.
Not much as far as underdogs up here at the front of the pack, though. Pretty much same faces, same places. Second row, a little bit of a different take, though. Brendan Meal finding his way up in third place, and Zach Range holding on to a strong fourth place right now.
That's true, that's true. And then we get into some of the usual suspects, the Levines, the Gossets. We get some of those names there. There goes the pace car, though. Here we come. It's about to start again, folks. 121 and a 134. We're green yet again here on Grid Vision.
Tommy Gossett tries to send it around the outside of Hout here through 1 and 2. This might get interesting.
Oh, wow.
Four wide. Benefield stuck in the middle, and Pettis on the bottom, door to door with Adam Benefield. Moves Adam Benefield out of the way into the 10 machine. Up into the wall goes Gossett, and around goes the 10 of Sean Anderson. Huge wreck on the back straightaway. Again.
Wow, that's a big one. Yeah. That's a big one. There's Gossett.
And Luke Christian.
Oh!
And Luke
A
Christian
big
wanted,
late hit.
Luke Christian wanted one thing tonight, and that was getting one more wreck. And
well,
I think Roger Pierce got caught in it.
Oh, I bet he did. A lot of people got caught in that one. That was a big one. That was a big one. If not the big one, that was a big one. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I want it back. I want to know who forces the car where, but based on what I saw there, if I was going to put it on anybody, I'd have to put it on Pettis as much as I'd hate to.
Yeah.
Because just there wasn't any room between him and Benefield, and Benefield couldn't really go anywhere. He had 2 cars on his outside. And a little bit of ping pong and like contact there between Heitman and Gossett.
Let's see it one more time.
I need to go back further, but just was not enough.
Wide.
There was not enough room there. And unfortunately, the 10 machine just gets shot out. To Pettis' credit, too, it is so difficult to run side by side through 1 and 2 with somebody close to your door, because the way the bumps lay out, the car does a lot of things that you don't really want it to do, and it can snap the back end around, or it can push the nose, and just makes it tricky, especially when you have somebody to the outside of you that's going to make the car tight regardless, because you've taken all the air off the right side of the car, which these cars are right side aero dependent. You combine that with the bumps, and somebody's getting shoved out.
There are bumps aplenty, true, hidden around this field.
See, Tommy's standing around the outside early there, and
yep.
That's the benefit of just both trying to get the most out of it. And no room to just make the job happen. God. Tommy was in VR, he would have thrown up right there.
Light's still on the pace car. Going around now. 10 laps left.
The good news is tomorrow on YouTube channel, we will be covering the OB Boaters Cup series here, and I can promise you that we'll probably only get 1 or 2 cautions.
Yeah, you think so? I think you're probably right.
The way it goes, week in and week out. Some of the best racing you'll find on the service.
That's true, folks. If you want to see a fantastic repeat, not really a repeat, but a fantastic
not a repeat. We don't want to see a
crew.
repeat of this at this point.
Not a repeat. Wrong word.
It's certainly one of the highest SOF leagues on iRacing, at least as far as oval goes, and always puts on a great show.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's tomorrow night on our YouTube channel for the folks who are joining us from the raid. If you want to see some more of us talking away and calling races.
And don't worry, since we're sponsored there, we make sure that we don't use potty mouth. So Wednesday night, though, is our unfiltered unwind. We can say whatever the hell we want, and is what it is. We're just doing this for the love of the game.
The love of the game. Yep, that's why I'm here. That's why you're here. That's why we do it.
So we could be Mooncar. I don't know how Mooncar hasn't been taken off Twitch.
Oh my God.
Some of the things I heard said over there.
We gotta have a lot more wrecking and a lot more screaming. Here we go. Green flag coming here shortly. Here, looking for the restart zone. Camille and Conklin out in the front. We are.
Oh, and Neil goes around off the nose. A basin.
What was that?
Oh.
What was that?
I can't tell if that was wheel spin, wrong gear, or just a helping hand from behind, or all three at the same time.
That was fierce.
Apologizing and taking blame on that. Neil not sounding too mad either over the radio. Let's see what happens here. Into the restart zone. Conklin grabs the gas, and I can't tell unless I can see how close the bumpers are, but it looks like wheel spin to me, because I don't think that there's any way that he could have hooked him like that.
Yeah, I don't think he got hooked. It looked like he was trying to hit the
That
gas.
looks
He was
like
spinning
wheel
his
spin.
wheels.
Running on board, first gear. Oh, 100% that's wheel spin. Because it'll get
First
stuck
gear.
in between first and second. That transition between gears.
Interesting.
That looks like pure wheel spin to me. I know that people up at the front of the pack this week have been using first gear.
What's the benefit of? I mean, is it just to get a really good jump? But it seems so dangerous.
First gear, higher RPM, more horsepower to the wheels. It'll get you going, but sometimes it'll get you going sideways. And it just looks like that car never got traction to the back tires when he tried to launch it there, and that looks like it's what took him out. That's
Something like
such a
that.
tough break for Brendan too, because this is probably one of the best races he's put together in a stretch here.
That's true.
And, just some of those small mistakes, man. Like I said, you do one thing wrong and it comes back and bites you. Like last night running A Open, I went freaking last to fifth. Last restart, I started in third gear.
Really?
Back bumper knocked off and finished about 5 spots worse than I should have.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I got lucky as hell that I finished 5 spots worse than I should have, because it should have been a lot worse than what it ended up being. But you just have moments like that. And it just comes from these restarts, these cautions coming one right after another. It just throws you out of your rhythm.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, these guys, I found when you get those good green flag runs, your brain settles into a completely different biorhythm just for the time you're in it. And if you get knocked out of it into a restart, man, getting back into that zone is so difficult. And it's just, I'm surprised that more races don't just go this way. You get a one restart, but it becomes restart after restart after restart. But sometimes you get lucky and you can get a whole pack of guys back into that zone real fast. And these guys did a good job with that earlier on. We had one caution early in the race, and then after that, we were green flag racing for a good portion of it.
Also, something interesting to note here in the closing laps, Blake Neer waving the banner for Legacy Esports in that 14 machine, sitting in 4th spot. We haven't really talked about him much today, aside from mentioning that that's Carson Hocefar's paint on the car. He's somebody that can, be pretty aggressive when it comes down to the closing stages of these races. And putting together a pretty good run, just a war of attrition for him, pulling himself up into the 4th spot. Don't think he's had the outright speed that he was hoping for tonight, but he's making the most out of these restarts and bringing together a pretty good drive along with it.
He absolutely has been. Good eye on that situation there as we see the side of the 14 as we get ready to go. I think we're heading into 3 and 4 right now. Pretty soon the pace car will be pulling off, and we will be on 129 of 134. Just 5 laps to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway to see how things go on this Wednesday night top split. There goes the pace car. Here we go. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, green flag. We are go yet again here on Grid Vision. Let's see how far we can make it as we are in the last couple laps here of tonight's race.
Levine mistimes the jump on the restart. That gives the advantage to Sean Conklin side by side now for Levine through 1 and 2 with Zach Range to the inside. The field opting to stay 2 abreast here for the first lap. Nobody trying to send it 3 just yet, but it's coming soon, I'm sure. Moving forward, Levine working the outside line, trying to find the momentum to pull himself past Zach Range. He's going to find it here coming out of turn 4. Range crosses over behind him. Now Levine setting his sights on Sean Conklin for the race lead. And down to the bottom. Peaks low. Conklin covers the bottom. Here comes Levine up the hill now, trying to make it work on the outside.
3 wide back there with Zach Range, though. Zach Range, Blake Neer just a little bit ahead of that situation. Everybody's shuffling across the line now. Here we go.
And
Oh,
yellow.
the yellow flag is out. For whom doth the bell toll?
One of these years, we're going to figure out how to get around here for more than 3 laps. This would be green-white checkered attempt number 1. See the 2 machine here. And for Dressler, this is going to be a race of what could have been. You see him, a little bit of help there from the 10 machine on the front straightaway.
Oh, kept it off the wall. Impressive recovery after that wild spin.
He just gets tight through 3 and 4. 10 gets under him, and away she goes.
That is the way she goes. You know, sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't.
Away
This
she
time
goes
she
there.
didn't go. What goes around is all around. Trailer Park Boys. Gotta love them. Gotta love them.
That's a
And,
shame,
yeah,
too, 'cause I felt like we were about to have a really cool dogfight for the win between Conklin and Levine.
I did too.
'Cause
I did too.
Levine was at the bumper coming into 1.
That was gonna be a hell of a finish.
And those two, you know, for excitement's sake, those two have shown no love lost towards each other since, well, pretty much the start of the season. So it's been really interesting to see how aggressive that battle would have gotten. Honestly, I feel like Zach Range would have probably snuck away with the win on that deal.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you think Zach Range would have been able to sneak past there? Yeah, I think that's a good read. Yeah, the battle between
I
Levine
think
and
back
Conklin.
to Darlington a few weeks ago. I know Levine felt like he was robbed a win. I know Conklin felt like he was robbed a win. And there was a lot of, you know, bumpers thrown at each other, even stuff that we didn't catch on the broadcast. And a lot of drama behind the scenes, and I feel like that would have staged for Grid Vision 100% grade A certified beef moment. Seeing these two get to race it out again, but anyway, we'll get a green-white checkered. And probably another green-white checkered, and hey, guess what? Green-white checkered.
Now, let's hope that we're wrong in that regard. Let's see how far we get. Let's hope that we just have the one. That would be the way to do things. As iRacing is officially telling us we are on the first green-white checkered of 3 attempts to get this done tonight.
You thought it was
Lights are
chaotic
still
already.
flashing.
Just hold on to your butts, kids, because it's about to get spooky.
Oh, it is the spooky season. It is the spooky season. Be sure to put on some spooky music, like the Monster Mash, while we do this last lap. That's a spooky song. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Ghost Hunters. Oh, the Goosebumps block. Goosebumps theme song, yes. You know, I never watched on. Can you tell I didn't watch a lot of that show when I was growing up? goosebumps. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Talking a little bit about scary shows from growing up. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Another classic anthology show. Folks, if you're enjoying the spooky season, why don't you post a little bit about what you're doing to celebrate? You playing any spooky games? Watching any spooky shows?
I do something pretty terrifying. I
What do
race
you
with
do?
these guys.
Oh, you race with these guys. That's super scary. That's a scary. You can do that scary stuff all year round. Here comes the green, white, checkered first attempt. We'll talk about spooky stuff more later if we have more yellow flags. Let's hope that we just saw our last one, huh? Let's put our hopes in the hands of the boys on Wednesday night, and let's see what happens here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Pace car is off. Zoom, there he goes. And any second now, Sean Conklin and Justin Levine are going to take things off yet again. There we go. What a launch here on Grid Vision.
Good launch for Conklin this go round. Not as good as the last restart. Levine able to stay in tow a little bit better. They're side by side for third place right now. Now make it fourth place. Conklin holding the advantage on the bottom lane through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Neither one of them really pulling much gain on each other. Levine a little bit of gain coming into turn 3, going high through turns 3 and 4. Do we make it around to take the white flag?
Could be coming down the line. There it is. The white flag is waving, which means we've got just one lap to go. Sean Conklin's out in front. Justin Levine's right behind him. Zach Range in third, looking for some action if he can find it. The two guys ahead of him could get into it. You never know. Zach Range is pretty excited. Still sitting back there, though, leading that big pack of cars.
To the bottom. Here comes Levine. But it's not enough. He gets to the dirty air, and it's going to make him tight. Sean Conklin charging off of 4.
And in the back, it's in the front. It's going to be Sean Conklin across the line with Justin Levine in second. And Zach Range holds on to keep third, just barely ahead of James Houghton.
What a great run for Range. I mean, absolutely great try for Conklin to be able to hold on through the late race chaos and turmoil to get the job done here from Las Vegas. Zach Range hold on to a strong P3 in a door-to-door battle between him and Houghton at the line here. Great work for him.
There it was. That's what it looked like at the line, folks. That was the shot at the line here at Las Vegas. And here comes our winner. Sean Conklin, burning it down at the line.
What feels like the 3,000th time this season.
All right, yeah. Well, you know what? When you're good, you're good. And I got to say, Sean Conklin's pretty good. He's proving it week in and week out on road courses. He's proving it on ovals. He is the name to beat right now. Sort of the old school Brock Lesnar of the iRacing service right now. The guy to beat. Yeah, we're talking 10 years ago, old school wrestling fans. That's old school now. It's anyways, let's give you the unofficial results here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Number 1, Sean Conklin. Number 2, Justin Levine. Bronze medal goes to Zach Range. 4th, James Houghton. 5th, Blake Neer. 6th, Dylan Pettis. 7th, Adam Benefield. 8th, Chris Wilhite. 9th, Richard Garcia. And 10th, Indy Cassie.
And bringing home 11th place will be Maggie McGuire, followed by Reese Schaefer in 12th. Lou Christian rebounds to the 13th place finish over Paul Bergoli in 14th. 15th going to Brennan Meal with Charles Wembley bringing home 16th, followed by Derek Hyman 17th. Alberto Abar, Tommy Gossett, and Johnny Dressler round out the top 20.
Moving right along, 21, Dakota Long, 22nd, Michael Battison, 23rd, Jacob Klein, 24th, Sean Anderson, 25th, Nolan Hodgson, 26th, JR Babarema, 27th, Dylan Basin, 28th, Bailey Dutton, 29th, Joshua Latka, and 30th, Brenson Hunt.
Bringing home 31st, going to be Daniel Ed Blad, followed by Roger Pearson, 32nd. 33rd going to Luis Z. Bezerra, followed by Nick Olson, John Ballou, and Evan Say, round out the 36 car field here from Las Vegas.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. What a run out of Vegas tonight we had here on the Wednesday night top split. It was a beautiful night for a race. We had a long series of green flag in there. And I think, Sheldon, we're going to be wrapping things up pretty much here from Vegas. How'd you feel about that race, buddy?
What are you talking about? We still got interviews, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Don't know yet. The
Brain
hell?
fart. I'm sorry. I was looking at
Well,
my
you don't
script
wanna-
and I was like, I don't want to know. I want to talk to the boys. You know how it is.
You don't want to talk to Conklin?
I do.
Come on, man.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know what I've done this. I've done 100 races and I forgot to call the interviews for the first time in 100.
You gotta do that. We've also got to somehow get Zach Range and Justin Levine to join the Discord for their post-race interviews, because
That's a good point.
They need to get in the green room here. Come on, boys. What are we doing?
I think it's because I didn't see any names ready and waiting to speak to us. Of course, that I was a little bit thrown off.
How'd I
but-
feel about the race? We had 90 incredible laps. Then we had the rest of it was terrible. It was hell. It's horrible. Everybody
it was
wrecked.
a little rough.
Come on.
It was a lot of wrecking. That's very true. It looks like Zach Range is actually going to be on his way here very shortly. He had some PC things to work with, but we do have Justin Levine here.
All right,
Why don't you go ahead and talk to him?
Let me talk to this
Sheldon?
loser. Yeah, let's get the first loser up in here. Hang on, if I can drag. Why can't I drag? This is our channel. Come on. It wasn't letting me. But, okay, I'm getting called dumb by the producer. But speaking of, well, no, I'm not gonna call you dumb, because that was a pretty good run tonight, Justin, bringing home P2, and looked like you got the Blue Chew Blue Balls moment of the race when that caution came out with 5 to go. Tell me how that felt, man.
You caught me off guard on that one. That was funny. No, I wanted the restart on the bottom. I wanted to have a chance to get on Sean's bumper and give the pressure. Restarting on the top, it was so hard. We saw Brandon die on the top. I almost did the same thing the next restart. You just had to hopefully time Sean's restart to at least have a shot to be on his bumper. And that last green white checkered, it fell perfectly, at least as best that I could. And drove the piss out of it. Just was way too tight on the short run.
So, man, tell me, a bit of an up and down day for you. You know, issue on pit road kind of took you out early on. Looked like you were out to pasture for a good third of the race before the chaos started kicking back in. You were able to make up track position. But how's it feel to just go to a track like Las Vegas where you're not locked in behind the guy in front of you? You've got places and options you can make.
Oh, it's like the holy grail. Like having a chance to go to the wall, center, bottom, whatever you want to do, however you like to drive, is a blessing. Like I miss multi-groove racing, and when we get a piece of it, like here in Kansas a few weeks ago, it is just so much fun, and it's like the only thing you want to do, and it's so frustrating when it goes south. But to come here and be able to go top, bottom, whatever you want to do, iRacing needs to fix all the tracks to do this.
I absolutely second that. Do you think you learned anything here tonight that could transfer over to the Obi Boaters Cup Series tomorrow night here on Grid Vision?
Oh, tons. But unfortunately, I will be on vacation, so I will not be running tomorrow.
Well,
Yep.
so much for that. And who do you want to take a shout out?
Take the seat. We can give you the keys.
I'm needed up here. Darby would come to my house and throw flaming bags of crap through my window if he saw me grid up.
All right, hold on. We'll get Karen to drive. It's her turn.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Honestly, I think Karen would probably put together a pretty good performance, too. But who do you want to thank and shout out for this P2 tonight?
Shout out to you guys. Best in the business. Can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast. You guys do such a great job. And definitely Mac Tools and Keaton Sabilo and all of them. Car was fast. And of course, all the fans.
Well, thanks for coming up here and talking to us tonight. I'm going to hand it on over to old Joe LaCastro here with our third place finisher tonight, Zach Range.
All right. Hey, Zach, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Zach. Not bad at all tonight. Came in third overall in a race that was all over the place. Basically, we had some good green flag running. We had some wrecking there at the end, but you managed to stay ahead of it, 14 up from where you started. How was the experience from the driver's seat from your point of view?
It was pretty awesome. It was the racing was going really good. At first, I honestly didn't know if I should be in fifth gear or fourth gear. I was playing around with that for a while. Later on in the run, I would put it down in fourth, but at the end, I was just running around in fifth, and it was pulling really strong. I really enjoyed it. The tire wear was pretty good. I really liked the middle line. That was my preferred line, was the middle.
Middle line seemed to work out. Yeah, there was guys riding the high line, guys riding all the way down to the wire, but you preferred the middle line, and that, well, it worked out for you. It looks like that strategy. Was there a time when you had to change that strategy at any point during the race, or did the middle line really work out for you pretty much from the start to the finish?
Well, at first, I was thinking it was going to be bottom and top, but not really middle, and because that's how it kind of was in the fixed earlier today at 4. And but then it took me about like I would say the first stint before I moved up to the middle. Then once I moved to the middle, then I clawed my way through the field, missed the wrecks, and got up there, and I stayed up there.
Yeah, you did. Very well done, sir. Very well done. And I was just trying to look up, but I didn't get a chance to get to where we're going next week. So let me ask you a little bit more about this week. Did you think that you had what it took at the end there to maybe catch up to Justin Levine, or what do you think held you back a little bit from at the very end of the race here?
At the very end, let's see, on the final, not the final restart, but the one right before, I accidentally missed a shift actually, and I would have got P2, but I'm lucky I got P3. And I started in P3 the next time, I mean. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. At the end there, I knew Justin was on 4 tires, so I knew that I probably wasn't going to be able to catch him. I was hoping that him and Conklin were going to maybe like race it out really hard, and I could just squeeze by, kind of like how Elliott did the other week.
Well, it looks like there's still chances for you. You got next week. Oh, we're going to Talladega next week. How you feeling about your
that's
your
a good one
there?
for me. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yes,
Good,
sir.
good, good, my friend.
Well, last one was Atlanta, I think, and I won that one, but I was in second split, sadly.
Well, let's see if we can get you into top split next week, and
Yes,
we'll
sir.
see you at Talladega, okay?
All right, thank you very much. Y'all have a good night.
All right, folks, that was Zach Rames' third place finish tonight here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And next up, we're going to talk to Sean Conklin, the race winner from Las Vegas. Let's get him up here in the booth, and we will say hello to Sean Conklin. Hey there, Sean. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us up here in the booth, and congratulations, my friend, on that first place finish here, crossing the line in first, leading Justin Levine as you did. You started this race in the middle of the pack here and worked your way up 17 places over the course of the race. So at the beginning of the race, was your strategy just to save a little more, or was it more just sort of feeling things out?
Beginning of the race was pretty crazy. If you do want to go back and watch it, on lap number 1, coming through, going down in turn number 1, I think I gained, excuse me, sorry, I think I gained like 4 rows going into turn number 1. Just I had a huge run. Everybody was checking up because there's, so many cars going down in there, trying to get as many spots as they can. I just saw the opening in the middle, went for it, and got those 4 rows. And then after I did that, I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm in a good spot, and I just went into save mode. We had that early caution at around lap 10 or so, I think. And then after that, I went into full clutching mode. I was clutching from lap 10 to lap 70 or so. So yeah, we were just clutching, trying to save fuel. I think we were going to be the only car that could make it to the end there, except for some of the few that pitted on that lap 10 caution. But yeah, just beginning of the race, started really far back, and then we had to try the long game to try to gain some positions.
Yes, sir. Oh, I just watched the footage, went back and rolled it back and watched you thread the needle through about 4 rows of traffic. As you mentioned there in the first lap, that was incredible. Just want to throw that out there. That was an incredible moment in this run. I'm really glad that you mentioned it, because I want to make sure the folks get a chance to see it. That was a good moment for you. And then the end of the race, you led 50 laps of this race, coming in with I personally was going to give you a little more distance, but Justin Levine with these restarts kept hounding you. What was toward the end there? Did you think maybe that toward the end there, I'm guessing that all the saving paid off? Is that how you were feeling with all these restarts, having to fight them off?
Well, yeah, the saving definitely paid off for track position for sure, because if, like all those guys that had to do a 2-stop, they had to go down pit road again, and then the caution came out. So they got kind of stuck in the back, and then with the cautions, they either got wrecked trying to come back up, or they just didn't have enough time to come back up. So going on that long strategy definitely helped with track position, and just towards the end there, it was just qualifying laps, and the track really cooled down, and I wasn't really running the right gear. I was still going down the 4th gear, because the track was so fast that you could just keep it in 5th. I didn't find that out until the last restart, actually, so I kept kind of bleeding time on those short runs until I figured that out, and then just that last run there was just pushing as hard as you can, trying to keep the clean air and stay in front of Justin.
And so you did, my man. Very, very good job there. And is there anyone you want to thank or shout out to for your victory tonight?
I want to thank Randy Bell Construction, Gossip Bus Lines, Snap Auto Parts, Best One Tire, and everybody at Ryko for another really good 1.5-mile set. We had really good momentum rolling from Kansas, and we transferred it right over to this track at Vegas.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations again. We hope to see you out here in Victory Lane on the podium again very soon. Maybe at Talladega next week.
Hopefully. I don't have the best of luck there, but we'll see.
All right, man. Well, good luck either way, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, that was Sean Conklin, first place. And that is going to finally wrap again. I'll wrap things up correctly this time. Sorry about the false start last time, but Sheldon, you already gave me your thoughts on this, right?
Yeah, but I'll give us an overall synopsis. So we had great racing, we had slightly less great racing, we had horrible racing, and we had a dumpster fire. But somewhere in that, though, we had a great battle for the win. We had a great performance from Sean Conklin. A really good recovery drive as well from Dylan Pettis to get himself back up into the mix, at least, after his unfortunate demise through a pit road penalty that he shouldn't have gotten. But all in all, it was a great race at points. But if you want to see more great racing, though, be sure to tune in tomorrow night on YouTube to watch these guys, the majority of these same guys, take the OB's Boaters Cup Series here at Las Vegas. That's going to be an incredible race.
Yes, sir. And you know what? We'll both be there to call it. It's looking like it's going to be a good one, folks. So if you want to see more, like he said, let's do it.
And also, look who just joined the grid. Old Dylan Pettis himself. Man,
yeah.
I still think should have won this one tonight, but Sean Conklin did a great job recovering from it.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Dylan Pettis should have won the race tonight.
100%. 100%. Sorry, Sean. Look, you've had it all year, but this was absolutely Pettis' night, man. He was beating up on everybody.
Well, I think that, yeah, even though Sean Conklin did walk away with a fantastic finish, it was a tough thing to watch it play out, because there was a lot of tragedy in tonight's race for a lot of guys who put in some really good runs. But let's go ahead and wrap things up here from Las Vegas and from the entire Grid Vision team, folks. We want to thank you for watching and participating in the chat. For more information on getting your league broadcast or starting your career in broadcasting, contact us on Facebook, X, or email us at info@gridvision.live. Congratulations again to Sean Conklin on winning tonight's race from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This has been Joe LaCastro, Sheldon Atkins, and our producer, Austin Derbyshire. And hey, we'll see you next time on the grid.